Okay, so
Speaking of shitty times, going to a shitty person.
yeah, he did it. Reimer, goalie for the San Jose Sharks, he opted out of wearing the the warm up jersey for Pride Night. He was the only one to do so on the team, and he cited his quote unquote religious reasons. And I mean, like there's a lot of things you can say, but my dude, it's a warm up jersey. It's not a blood oath, you know. And I just keep thinking about if he refused to wear, on the Los Tiburones jersey on Mexican Pride Night or Latin Heritage Night or whatever, um, what how much shit everybody would be giving him for that if he refused to wear that, citing his religious reasons or whatever, whether it was religious or not. So I mean, somebody can't control their heritage. Somebody can't control, you know, who they're attracted to, and that's the big issue with him that I have is he's using his religion as a shield to espouse hate. So and he put out a statement that was trying to be as milk toast as possible to try to and he used a lot of the right terminology and things, but he was he's in the wrong. He's being a bigot, and he's throwing a hissy fit because he didn't want to wear a jersey with a rainbow on it. God damn. It's like I said, it's not a blood oath, dude. You're wearing it for 20 minutes while you warm up. Get over yourself. Fuck.
Exactly. I
Okay.
would agree, and I would say he did a bang up job against Vancouver.
Oh, yeah. He got
I would
absolutely.
I would just add to that, like, I don't agree with his views, but I would say, like, I'm honestly not a fan of any alternate jerseys, honestly, or any alterations to the flag, because we can't play nice with one way or the other. Then none of us get to share it.
Right.
Because I support, Kaepernick, that whole situation. He got a lot of heat for that, right or wrong, whatever. It's not an apples to apples comparison.
Right.
I just, like, I don't want to sound like, I don't want to come across as like just all I want is my sports and don't talk to me about this stuff. But the Super Bowl, the NFL has become this de facto military, pro-military thing. And it's not that I'm anti-military. I love our military, but I think there's like this viewpoint. I'm not pro-war. We need to be the leaders and start talking about peace. Like, if we're going to, say that, like, I just want there to be peace. And I'm not a fan of altering the flag, altering the jersey, because we can't, as a society, we can't talk, like, we can't even agree on that.
But it wasn't even the jersey they were going to wear for the game. It was just
no. I know
jersey.
that. I know that. It was the practice jersey. I'm just saying, like, you see these alterations to the flag, alterations to jerseys, like the jerseys being all military. I don't even want to see that anymore. Like, I really don't. Because it just, there's always arguments about it on either over stupid shit that don't matter. Like, none of this matters. Like, altering a jersey, changing the flag, like, if you didn't want, like, somewhere in the contract it says, like, you're going to wear alternate jerseys. Like, I don't, this is coming down the pipeline. You might have to wear a rainbow jersey. Like,
yeah. He actually, like, they did a full interview with him, and I read it earlier today on The Athletic, if any of you are interested. And he again said, like, he kept citing his faith,
right,
and whatever. And just one time, I want one of these reporters to push back on that and just say, and not just let it be. Just be like, okay, well, where in your Bible does it show that? Like show me what part of that is, actually faith driven. I just want a little bit of pushback, and so far nobody in the press has done that yet. And that's for any player really that's doing this, because there's been a bunch of other players now at this point. The Stahl brothers in Florida didn't wear their Pride Night things. And
you can disagree with whatever you want to disagree with. but then be consistent.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying is like, just be consistent.
Yeah.
Um,
He sure as shit doesn't have a problem wearing a jersey made of multiple fabrics. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I just don't. I just think the whole situation is just like, as if I were the player, right? And the player's perspective is, I sign a pro contract or even a semi-pro contract. It's a business. They're gonna jerseys. We know that jerseys are going to be altered, changed. There's going to be military night, and there's the cancer awareness night, and there's these things on the way. So if you don't want to wear the rainbow, then that means you're not wearing any of it, right?
Sure.
Be consistent.
yeah, absolutely.
Because
yeah,
with religion, so you're okay with wearing a military thing where right now the Americans are pro-war, right? Right now it's a proxy war. That's a fact. That's true. It's a war. And I'm not trying to say like don't support the military. I'm just saying if you're a Christian, you're not pro-war. If you're truly a Christian, you're not pro-war. So be consistent.
right.
Well,
yeah,
that's all we could ask for is consistency, but the problem is that that's not the way it is.
So that's why
their
if I
viewpoints
was
of
the
how they
commissioner,
work.
I'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. We can't do it because we can't figure it out.
Sure.
Right.
We can't figure it out. You don't get nice things. You don't get bonuses.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's switch gears back to the ice itself. The Sharks over the last week went 0-3. They lost at Edmonton 5-4 in overtime. They lost at Vancouver 7-2, and they lost at Calgary 5-3. And so they had a Western Canada swing this past week. They're currently 19 wins to 39 losses to 15 overtime losses, which is bad enough for 8th in the Pacific, 16th in the West, and they are 32nd in the NHL. They are in the driver's seat for the Tank for Bedard sweepstakes.
Number one, baby. Number one.
So here we go. Yeah,
25% chance of getting number one.
Yep, that's right. We're in the driver's seat there. It's not a place that I'm really excited about being, but here we are.
I mean, I am.
It is what it is.
You get to have our young stud, who unfortunately we all got to go to a Barracuda game, but we didn't get to see our top talent play because he's hurt.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
we got a cool hat.
We did get a cool hat, corduroy, if you're interested.
That's right.
we get to see our top talent next year, and maybe Bedard as well. As long we also have that kid we signed from Stanford too. Throne, I think it's his name. So
Harvard.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm getting my red and whites mixed up.
Yeah.
No, if those three guys, if they are everything of every bit, I mean, obviously we know our top talent is, but if they are exactly what they are supposed to be touted as, I love our future. Our future is bright going into next season.
Yeah.
How did they sign him though? Like, how come he wasn't in the draft? Or
he was drafted by the team. The team had the rights, but he didn't sign his pro contract yet. So as soon as he signed the pro contract, Bordelot did the same thing last year. He's as soon as the Frozen Four was over and he was done with college, he signed that pro contract and he was with the Sharks like
he
2 days later.
Because if he would have signed it, he can't play with
exactly. Yeah. So the Sharks had the rights to him. But yeah.
Cool.
So that's kind of how that works in hockey. They kind of let you develop wherever you are. Like Eklund was in Sweden before this, before coming to the AHL this year.
Yeah, it's kind of like basketball does the same thing too, where you own the rights to a player, but they get to play international for 2 years or whatever, and then you can negotiate their buyout for them.
Right.
Got it.
Okay. So let's talk real quick. We did go to a San Jose Barracuda game. I think including taxes and fees, we were in the third row, like right there, right near the glass. And we paid it was about $25, including taxes and fees.
Perfect,
on a Saturday night, man. And it is so much fun. If you're looking to experience hockey, but you don't want to shell out, hundreds of dollars like it would take to go to the Sharks game, go to the Barracuda, save yourself a couple bucks, man. And it is a lot of fun. And you still get to see guys that play with the Sharks as well. And you're still in the same city in San Jose. You're just going to a smaller arena that's designed to hold 4,100 people instead of 17,500. So
Yeah, it
a
was
lot of-
super
yeah.
fun. And also, I don't know if they do it for every game, but if the Barracudas score a goal within 10 minutes in the second period, beers are half off. And guess
Yeah.
what? Beers are half off, baby.
That's right.
Yeah. We had a
So
lot of
they,
beers.
they made that announcement, man, and then it was like a minute later it happened. So
Yeah,
that
it was
that was
great.
exciting. Yeah.
We got to see, a little bit of a scrum. That was cool. I don't know who 95 was for
Bakersfield.
Bakersfield, but that motherfucker was huge and he was trying to fight everyone. So
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's a cost-effective way to enjoy hockey. And if there's
It was fun.
yeah, you're gonna see future Sharks. Sometimes you'll run into current, like, former Sharks playing in the minors on another team. Shout out Jason Demers.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's I can't recommend it enough. You're listening to the SVT podcast. Subscribe on YouTube and hit the bell to get alerts when we post a new episode. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at SVT Sports Pod. Slide into our DMs. We would love to interact with you.